Central Valley today.
Coming up, the spirit of the Irish is in the house. We're celebrating St. Patrick's Day a little early with a performance by the Celtic Motion Ensemble.
Plus, Old Town Clovis is coming to life as they gear up for one of the biggest events of the year. Antique lovers, mark your calendar. The Antique Fair is right around the corner, as well as other great events the whole family can enjoy.
And we're busting some myths about pasta. It's an easy and fast meal to prepare, but is it healthy? In today's Valley Delicious, a pasta primavera recipe, we're going to cook it up that won't leave you feeling guilty. Is it true? We'll have to find out.
You said that really Italiano.
Italiano.
Yeah, I like how you said that.
We're Italian and Irish today here
Yes,
on
we
Central
are.
Valley today. Welcome everybody. I'm Stephanie Bader.
And I'm Alex Delgado. We are kicking off St. Patty's Day just a little bit early, as Steph just said, thanks in part to our next guest. The Celtic Motion Dance Ensemble is performing all over town. They're spreading Irish cheer throughout the valley. In fact, they're on their way to Porterville today, right after this segment. But before they hit the road, they stop by our studios to perform for you, as you can see.
That's right, and we are so lucky to have Hannah Anderson. She's here, and she's the director, as well as dancers Ben Anderson, Rachel Kipper, and Victoria Hopper. Also joining them is Carissa Hall. She's the fiddler and singer right here in the back. And we have Travis De La Cruz. He's the bodhrán player, as well as being a singer and dancer. Gang's all here, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And it's such a great Irish tradition. Hannah, tell us a little bit about your group and how you got started.
Well, we are Celtic Motion, as you said, and we were started about 20 years ago or so by Julianne Keller, who was my teacher and mentor up until this last fall when she ended up moving down south and I took over the program. So I got to grow up with the program.
Yes.
It's so great because you're really continuing the tradition and the culture of the Irish, but also, how do you try and make it a little bit more contemporary, a little bit more modern? Is that kind of what you do?
We do. We do traditional dances, and then we also do some more modern dances. And some ways that we change it up is we'll use more modern music, more modern instruments. These costumes are not the traditional costumes that they use in competition. We're not a competition team, so we don't have to follow those guidelines. So we opted to go for something a little more fun, a little more comfortable.
Yeah. Tell us about the outfit, because it's beautiful and all your mates have the same.
So these costumes, every girl pretty much gets to choose her own color that she wants to go with her costume. So our skirts are reversible.
Oh,
So sometimes we'll do all green, like today we're doing all green because it's St. Patrick's Day. And sometimes to change it up a little bit, we'll do the color side. We wanted to include the scarf because scarves are very, they've always been an Irish dance costume. You've always had some kind of scarf attached.
Interesting.
I know you're headed to Porterville, and tomorrow you're very busy.
Yes.
You're going to be spreading the Irish cheer all throughout the valley, which I think is fantastic. Are these performances public, or do you do a lot of performances for maybe
Elderly homes.
Yeah, elderly homes, that kind of thing.
Where do you perform?
This year, most of our shows are private shows for senior living places. We're doing a couple of elementary schools. I think that's pretty much it. Sometimes we'll do even private parties, and sometimes we'll be at different restaurants around town.
Cool. Yeah, that is neat. So you're affiliated with the California Arts Academy?
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Yes. We, the Irish Dance program is at California Arts Academy. And we have students from, we'll take students from ages 5 and older.
Yeah.
Our eldest student was, we had a lady who was about 83 when she finally decided
that's
she was-
amazing.
she was done. So that's where the program is, and then once they're at a certain level in the Irish program, they are either invited or just eligible to join the performing team.
Cool.
And that's what we are.
And it's just not Irish dancing, it's Celtic dancers. I mean, you guys over at the California Arts, you have creative dance, you have contemporary, belly dance, hip-hop, tap dance, any type of dance that you might be interested in. Call the California Arts Academy, the number's right there on your screen. But
Yes.
right now, Hannah, what are you going to perform for us?
We are going to do a mix of solo steps. Every dancer, I think it's very important to know how to perform by yourself and to have a step that's yours, that you really get to own. So we will be doing mostly Irish step, Irish steps. My brother will be doing a Scottish piece, and we'll be accompanied by our musicians.
Oh, wonderful. Well, I know it'll get us in the mood for St. Patrick's Day. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Celtic Motion Ensemble here from the California Arts Academy. Thank you for being here. We'll step out of your way.
Wow, that was fantastic. Now let me ask you guys this. What is it about the Irish dancing that you love so much? Because you have to love it. It's a big commitment.
It is. It's a big commitment. Well,
You're kind of out of breath, I know, huh?
Is it the history, the tradition, the music?
The exercise.
Yeah.
all of it. I started when Riverdance came to town when I was a little girl. And I didn't see them perform, but they came and they did some workshops at CalArts.
Wow.
And I got to do one, and I was in a dance workshop, and for me, I just fell in love with it. And I just knew that I had to be a dancer, I had to dance Irish. And I think that a lot of us have a similar experience of
It was for me the Celtic music. I've always loved Celtic women, Celtic thunder, and I had a friend who danced, and she's like, "You should come join me." And so I've been doing it for 3 years now, and love it.
Yeah, I know Ben's been doing it since he was about this tall.
I was a mascot because I had to be dragged around with her, and then eventually I thought, well, if I'm going to join dance, I should join Irish. And then I joined ballet, modern, performed in ballet. I went, wait a minute, what happened to Irish?
Oh, well, it is so beautiful, and you all did a phenomenal job. Thank you for being here, and thank you to the musicians.
Thank you.
Very talented, and tomorrow people can see you where?
Tomorrow.
Your book with
Your
private
book
events.
with private events, yeah.
This year, it's.
But call the California Arts Academy because they can give you information on where you can see it maybe in the future, or if you want to take classes yourself, then please, I think it's a wonderful thing.
We will be performing in May.
Okay.
We are having a in-house show that will be half Irish.
Great.
Dance concert.
Awesome. We look forward to it. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone.
Happy
Thanks
St.
for
Patrick's
coming
Day.
on.
Thanks so much.
And stay with us, everybody. We're just getting started. Next, the annual event in Old Town Clovis that's getting revved up. We've got details on the Black Pot Cook-Off and the inaugural car show. That's next.